guys, so today I have a guest. This is Joe.
Hey, I'm also known as Grace, but Joe is what I prefer to be called.
Yeah. Okay, and so she's gonna show y'all how to draw a cat. And
no, I was doing a dragon, a stylized dragon.
I thought you were drawing a cat.
I said no.
Okay, the reason I thought that is because we got I got kittens, 2 kittens. This is Salem that I'm holding, and that's Leo that she's holding. And Grace / Joe drew and watercolored this, and this is Salem. I think it's really cool. That's why I thought she was gonna do a cat, but she's gonna show you how to do a stylized dragon.
And real quick before we begin, we just had to wash the cats. And so when we were washing them, we had to be standing in the bathtub with them. And so Leo decided to claw his way up onto Lauren's back while she's kneeling in the water. And Salem soon followed. Well. Beep! Okay, so we were basically cat islands. And they just kept clawing their way onto our backs and trying to jump out of the tub. It was the funniest thing ever.
I'll insert the clip. So, let's get started.
Lauren, you're a cat island.
I know. I can't get the wall, but I don't want to slide because I'm a claw.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to draw a stylized dragons. Now, dragons aren't exactly how people normally picture them. They do not have ginormous horns that look as if they'd fall over if they were walking, and their wings aren't tiny things that are connected right where they start. No, dragons are sophisticated creatures, and there's actually a science to them. And I'm going to show you how to draw a stylized version of what I believe would be a scientifically accurate dragon. So when you draw a dragon, you don't want to just start drawing. That won't get you anywhere. You won't have form, shape, or anything. So what you want to do, get my pencil clicked out here, is start with the basic shapes. We're going to start with a circle for the head. Doesn't look like that could be turned into a dragon, does it? You begin with the top of the head, go down gentle curve for the snout. You don't have to draw the mouth immediately. Kind of give it a bit of an upper lip. We're not doing a large dragon, just kind of a stylized version. You need to have a jawbone. Do it similar to that of a horse's if you can draw horses. Draw a small lump under the neck. It needs to be able to stretch its neck. And kind of just start curve the neck slowly downward. And a big curve, big chest. Now, returning to the head, dragons have very large mouths. They weren't tiny little things. In the nostril. And dragons did not have tiny slitted eyes like people say that they did. They could have human-like eyes, pupilless orbs, faceted eyes, and reptilian eyes. Let's just go with a very simple pair of reptilian eyes. Might as well. Now, if you just make them a straight line like that, they won't look very like they have much emotion. But if you just kind of make it a gently curving triangle, it'll give them some light. It'll give them some life. And make sure you put a little bit of shine in there. You need an eye ridge. Okay, so dragons had very large chests in order to contain their hearts so they could actually fly. They had very large hearts. So kind of draw a bit of a rib cage. And they were pretty low, dear. Oh, hi. and they were rather long creatures as well. Very skinny. They had to be light in order to fly, you know. That dragon would never be able to get off the ground, thus he would be prone to humans and just about everything. Oh dear, she's falling. Take her, Lauren. Take her. Now, for the arms and legs, just going to start with a very simple circle to show the shoulder muscle. And then draw small circles for the joints. And just kind of go straight down for the front of the feet. The front feet. Dragons did have opposable thumbs. They were able to pick things up. So you have to give them, they have to be able to pick things up. Just kind of draw a few joints, put in some claw detail, and start to flesh out the arm. All the detail is in the muscle. Don't forget to add muscle to your dragons. They aren't just weak, flimsy things like me. They had power. Draw just a quick shadow of it on the other side as well. And just kind of slowly shade that in. And voila! You got the arms. Next, starting on the back legs. To begin, to create the massive hindquarters of a dragon, make a wedgish shape to make a wedgish shape, almost like a flat, like a bell. Make a bell shape. Then put two lines going out from the bell to make part of the back leg, and put a circle on said lump to create the calf muscles. Begin the foot by kind of sloping downwards slowly. Kind of create a lump right there. For the toes, excuse me, I just had some Coke. Anyway, create a line going down from the top from the foot to create the middle toe, which should touch the ground, obviously. And just kind of make sloping lines also going down to create the other two toes. The dragon only has 3 toes on the back foot, but has 4 fingers on the front legs. Erase what you need to. Add joints. Narrow down the foot. Make the toes a bit smaller if you need to, because dragons didn't have huge, ginormous feet. No matter what I'm drawing, I mean. And make sure you add the massive claws. Don't put claws on the finger like that. Claws are set into the skin. I mean, more like that. Erase any extra lines. Add muscle detail and paw pads if needed be. Near the top of the back where the leg sits, add just a very small line going over it. And that is the pelvis bone, the hip bone. Do the same near the front, even put it in a different pose if you would like. For example, bunch up the calf muscle under the leg to create a sense to show that the muscle's clenching really hard. Gently color that in since it's in the background. You don't really see it. And there you have it, the powerful back legs. The general physique of the dragon is important as well. Start by just defining the chest, making it very prominent. Kind of cave it in a little bit over here to show where the rib cage is. Although dragons had prominent rib cages, it wasn't like they were extremely skinny or anything. Begin the underbelly by just putting a small line. Do the underbelly by putting a small line in between the rib cage and the back hindquarters. Go down a little bit. I mean, I guess it's a guy dragon. Anyway, give your dragon a bit of a lump under here just to show where part of the pelvis is. I can do that. The wings of a dragon have to be extremely powerful in order to lift them off the ground. I mean, they're creatures of immense size. They can be from the size of a house to the size of a horse. I mean, how the heck are they going to get off the ground? Begin by kind of drawing a triangle, a rounded triangle, right behind the shoulder blades that we drew. Draw a line going out from them. We can't draw the entire wings, I'm sorry. Just kind of get this nice curved angle going off of it. Draw part of the wing membrane. A dragon's wings don't work like this. More like that. More surface area, easier to fly. But anyway, just kind of get this nice line going to show where the membrane folds over, itself. Show a couple of muscles, buff dragons. And right here at this corner, you don't want to just kind of leave that there. There's no structure. This is not the top of the wing, by the way. The wing goes out and kind of draw a finger-like line going out from it. Attach the wing membrane to this and attach it near the edge of the tail. Bam, you got wing number 1. See where I'm getting here? Look at it. If you really want to, you can draw the shadow of another wing. But unless you just don't want to have to deal with that, I suggest not doing that. You've got the basic structure of a dragon down now. What's next? Just kind of add some muscle detail wherever you would like on the dragon. Add some ribs if you want. It'll get weird, but okay. Put the line here. Yeah. Line here. There you go. The basic body of a dragon. Now for the structure and design of the dragon. You're going to want a pretty face on your dragon. If it doesn't have horns, then the basic body of the dragon. We need to do the decoration, per se. Don't make the horns or anything on it too big to where it wouldn't be able to fly or anything, because that would be ridiculous. I'm just going to do a basic horn shape, curve. You gotta kind of draw how the skin has made way for the bone. An ear. And a fin. Now, I'm just kind of doing this. Doesn't look like it makes any sense. But when you do fins, those things on your dragon, if you're going to do, let's just call them sails, you're going to want to make them kind of ragged. I mean, they're a dragon. They've gotten in fights. It's not like they live a perfect life. Bam, sails. Add a little bit of detail to them. Put maybe some nose horns on your dragon. And maybe some more sails down the neck, which can be done by making spines of various sizes and then attaching them with U-shapes, gentle U-shapes. See, isn't that easy? I'm actually going to stylize the eye ridge a bit. See, it doesn't look, the head look all pretty now. Properly draconic. In order to add some more detail to the horn, we can also add separate branches. Make it a bit more, what's the word? Draconic in general. Boom. We got the horn, we've got the head done. At least, most of the detailing. Now, a dragon has a very sensitive stomach and chest area, like us. They don't want to get stabbed with the sword in that general area, so let's put some chest plates on them. These bony plates protect the dragon, and sometimes, and the reason dragons create hoards of golden jewels is when they sleep on them, the jewels slowly press into their skin and help protect, because generally gemstones such as diamonds and emeralds are really hard. I don't know why they'd collect gold, since gold is very soft, but whatever. Mating purposes? Guess we'll never know. Create chest plates by doing slow U-shapes that connect to each other, like interlapping ovals. When you get to the rib area, slowly go up until they stop, but continue right next to it. You can go as far down the tail as you like, but I'm going to stop it about right there. Since we're already there, when you're doing the tail, you don't want them to have a plain tail. I mean, some dragons may, but add decoration to the tail. Put a spade. A spade is the typical dragon tailpiece. Or you could do spines. Another variation of that would be like the tail of a night fury, do fins. But unless you want your dragon to be a wyvern, don't put a poisonous barb at the end. Those just look ridiculous anyway. Let's give our dragon just kind of a couple spikes at the tip of his tail. There. Well, another way to decorate things such as the dragon's shoulders and the rest of its spot and arms is to give him some spikes on his arm, on his shoulder. Don't know why you'd need them, but maybe you could put hair near the bottom. Don't want your dragon to have fur? Okay. Just put assorted spines or fins on them. Let's just go with claws at the tip of the elbow. Now the front, without some modification, I mean, they'd be pretty boring if they were just back legs. Let's try a series of spikes going down the back legs. Remember, you can do virtually anything with your dragon. It's not like I'm telling you specifically how to do it. I'm just giving you pointers, really. Do that on the other back leg as well. Now that you have virtually all of the decoration of the dragon, you can begin to color it. Well, before you actually do the coloring, this is a stylized part. You can put virtually any pattern inside the dragon. Swirls, shapes, whatever. This is not how I would normally color my dragon, but again, it is a very stylized version. Remember to have fun with your dragons. Bye!